This is a fire you cannot see. It's an alcohol fire. Both Rick Mears and his chief mechanic are alight. You cannot see it, but they are engulfed in flames. The difficulty for the marshals is that they cannot see the flames, and here they try desperately to put the flames out. Mears grabs the extinguisher to douse himself, and there the mechanic is leaping up and down. He's burning, and they cannot see it. The marshal's dilemma is that this fire is not visible.
Oh my god, how could that be possible?
This mushroom is bigger than a basketball. It's also edible and would feed an entire basketball team with ease. It's called the giant puffball.
I reckon there was enough in this field to feed a small village.
If you find a puffball, big or small, that has got flesh inside that resembles a marshmallow, then it's an edible one. This, on the other hand, is an earth ball. And the earth balls, when you snap them inside, black spores all in there. That's what you don't want. If it's got black spores in there, discard. If it's got white, lovely marshmallow flesh, have a munch.
This mushroom is totally safe for a first-time forager.
Look at the size of you.
There are 0 dangerous lookalikes to concern yourself with. Once they've gone brown and started producing spores, they're no longer good to eat. They're producing spores by the trillions, which makes them the largest producer of offspring than any other living thing on Earth. A true player. Follow for knowledge.
Yeah, when things get tough, we eat those stuff like meat.
Warning, because we're going to cover a very graphic story. In 2019, a streamer went up to Mount Fuji. If you didn't know, Mount Fuji is an active volcano that's just south of Tokyo. It's also the tallest mountain in the region. So the streamer makes it up to the very top, and you can see that he's literally above the clouds. Then he begins to complain that it is very cold. Not only that, but it is extremely slippery. The snow on the mountain has compacted and turned into ice. And off to his left is a ledge that drops down through the clouds. The streamer begins to look for a way to get even higher, and off to his right there is a little cliff. As he begins to climb, his feet slip out from under him. As this happens, he yells, "I'm slipping." He begins to pick up speed and gets closer and closer to the ledge. And he is trying to grab anything that he can to stop himself. But at this point, it is too late. He goes flying over the ledge and plummets down through the clouds. Authorities knew this happened because of the stream. So they began to look for him, and they eventually found him. But he had unfortunately passed away.
That's pretty cool. That's a sad story, man.
Aspanda, what time is it?
Sir, 1:30.
How you know?
This is it 6, morning 6, half an hour, so 7:30, big spoke to big spoke 3 hours, so small spoke half an hour, sight is 60 dot, easy ball 3 minutes, light falling 1:30 clocks.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Man, you see those Asian guys were... Oh, that's very interesting. Physics.
Check out this simple trick that's really easy to do. Isn't that cool? What do you think is going on here? Well, for a clue as to how this works, look carefully at what's going on in the blue fluid at the bottom of the glass vase. To show you how this experiment works, first I'm going to add some baking soda, also known as sodium bicarbonate, to this large container. And now I'll add some vinegar. The acetic acid in the vinegar reacts with the sodium bicarbonate to form a lot of carbon dioxide gas. The carbon dioxide gas produced is more dense than air, and this can be demonstrated by showing that air bubbles float on the carbon dioxide produced. This trick even works with bubbles that you blow onto the CO2 because your exhaled breath only contains about 4% carbon dioxide. Be sure to let me know in the comments if you try this experiment on your own and if you learn anything interesting when you do.
Okay, so I have a sanitary napkin here. See how thin it is. All right. If you notice, it has the 3D sides on it. The sides are amazing, the protective sides, okay? Now, if you notice, nothing happens, right? It's a 7-watt light bulb. If you take it, and you open this up. Here's the strip. Nothing happens. Once it gets wet, put it in the water. Once the graphene is infused strip, boom, it works. So when that strip is wet, the light bulb illuminates. So the graphene evidently is activated when the strip is wet. That's powerful, very powerful. All right, so that's the best way to use the graphene strip, showing the power of graphene in a sanitary napkin. All right.
That's
All right, so apparently this hack can make your used to be white clothes white again.
Yeah, this is why I never buy anything white, because it's always yellow after a bit.
Exactly, and if this works, I'm gonna yellow. And I have the perfect sweater for this too.
All right, what are we waiting for?
All right, so this used to be one of my favorite shirts. Check this out. I stopped wearing it though, because of this. The wrists are basically brown.
Alright, well, rest assured this hack is gonna work.
Wrist assured?
Rest assured.
I hope so, man. Okay, so this is what they do. So they start by filling up a sink. She put a bunch of baking soda. Oh, please.
Oh man, you see, that's very interesting, and there's a lot of videos that has passed. Unfortunately, I just woke up and I had to take a snack. You know, some people here sleep in work to produce good vibes videos because we believe the love message is very important to the world, especially during this time that there is so much chaos. Please spread love and love your neighbor as you love yourself. Care for your neighbor as you care for yourself. Also respect for your neighbor as you respect yourself. And if you don't respect and love yourself, please start doing so. Much love to you, because I love you very much, and spread love from wherever you are. Good vibes only till the end. Hit the like button, the super thanks, leave a comment, and let's keep watching, man.
So I have been reading the Dead Sea Scrolls, and I have come across a segment of these scrolls called the War Scrolls. And if I tell you I'm frightened, it would be an understatement. So if you are unfamiliar what the Dead Sea Scrolls are, they are scrolls that were written in 1 to 2 BCE that contain different things like Book of Giants. It talks about mermaids, all type of stuff. And specifically the War Scrolls contain a story about the light and the dark going to war, as well as a guide to this war. The Dead Sea Scrolls are not conspiracy. These are real pieces of literature that were discovered in 1946 over a dozen caves, and they were translated all the way out into 1947, where they were found to hold some very insightful things. What I'm about to tell you comes from a scroll that claims to predict the apocalypse. This prediction of the apocalypse is about a massive war between the light and the dark, but when I tell you who the light and the dark is, you're gonna realize that in 2023, nothing is a coincidence. Also, I talk about things like this on my podcast, which is currently at number 133 in the US, and you can find it on Spotify under That's Insane with Aja. Now let's get into it. There are the specific set of scrolls out of the Dead Sea Scrolls that are called the War Scrolls. And what the War Scrolls are, it talks about the war of the sons of light against the sons of darkness, and it's also known as war rule. And it is a manual for military organization and strategy that has discovered among the Dead Sea Scroll. The manuscripts was among the scrolls found in the first Qumran cave, and it was acquired by the Hebrew University of Jerusalem and published in 1955. So I'm going to explain to you exactly what the war of sons of light against the sons of darkness is, and it's what's going on right now. Specifically, these scrolls contain the apocalyptic prophecy of a war between the sons of light and the sons of darkness, and it's described in 2 distinct parts. So this scroll was said said to have been written by the Essenes, who were a sect of Jews that established a community at the Qumran cave in the Judean desert where the scrolls were found. And it is said that the Essenes thought themselves to be the holy elect of Israel, the sons of light, and who would at the end of time engage in a catastrophic war with the enemies of Israel, the sons of darkness. So these scrolls stated that the apocalypse would take place after a 40-year holy war between the forces of good and evil, and involves heavenly as well as earthly soldiers, and the elect of Israel are joined by an angelic host, while the devil and the evil angels fight alongside other nations of the earth. And only then will the victory of the forces of light is to signal the final destruction of evil, and after which the God of Israel would rule eternally in justice. So the demon that was set to help the darkness, which was the enemy that went against Israel, any nation that went against Israel, his name was Belial, and he was said to help the dark forces in this 40-year war. And the name of the people that are said to help the light will be the Essenes and God. The Essenes were members of a religious sect or brotherhood that flourished in Palestine from about the 2nd century BC to the end of the 1st century AD. Yeah, so I don't know. I have just been reading the Apocrypha, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and came across the War Scroll. I wasn't looking for it or digging for it, and this is what hit me in the face. So I just want to share with you guys because I believe that nothing is a coincidence. So please let me know your take on this. I'm going to do a part 2 because the war talks about 2 different parts. Yeah, let me know if you guys like this. The fact that these war scrolls talk about 2 distinct wars that bring on the apocalypse is kind of insane, because the first part of that war has already happened in modern day times when Israel stole these war scrolls as well as other Dead Sea Scrolls from Jordan, and Jordan had to try to get them back, and they were taken from the Palestinian Museum. So it kind of looks like we're on the second part of that war now. I wouldn't be surprised. So, I mean, I can do a part 2 with a more detailed explanation if you guys need it, but I'm just here to bring attention to what I have read and what is going on.
Oh my god, no, that's scary. Oh.
I want to show you how to sharpen a pair of scissors. Any scissors, you can do it this way. I've been sharpening my scissors this way forever, for 50 years. You put your file, this is just a flat file, 10-inch flat file, and move it forward like that in one continuous stroke. That has cut an edge onto the scissors on that side. Do the same on this one. 2 or 3 strokes usually does it, and that has created 2 new corners to the scissors, and it works great, absolutely perfectly.
That's very interesting and useful. I think I can tell that idea to my friend. Wow, that's a wonderful creation. Man.
Y'all, this video broke me, so I'm downstairs at my desk while all this is happening.
Grandma.
Yes, Mama. What you want?
Batch.
Batch. Batch what?
Jolly.
Go get it. Where is it? You want another one?
When we're too lazy to go get the toy jug out of his room, we just give him a bottle, and he's equally as happy. So she was packing her stuff to go upstairs, and now it's around 6:30, which is his dinner time.
Grandma. Where? Snack. Toy. Walk. Happy. Please.
Like, are you kidding me? Walk happy, please. And then he keeps looking to the steps for her to come down. I saw the video of this and it just broke me. I felt like Christina Yang on that scene in Grey's Anatomy where she's yelling for somebody to sedate her. It was too much. I'm so thankful for the Connect system and that you get push notifications. It kind of looked like this. This is a screenshot of what it looked like from today. That's why it says 19 days ago. So, and I saw that and looked at the time and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's ready for his Kong. So I came upstairs and gave that to him. So when the Connect system came out, I said I didn't want her to have the app on her phone because he loves to just snitch on me and just call her for like everything. But now I think that it's kind of a necessity because I showed her the footage of this and she broke down too.
At first I thought it was funny because of that toy.
This is an old trick my grandpa used to show me way back in the day. Because there was always nothing to do at his house. It's called fishing for worms. And I just showed my little boy how to do it for the first time. So here's what you're gonna do. You can go find you a blade of grass or some pine straw and go find a bare dirt or sandy area. Then what you're doing is you're looking for a hole about the size of a pencil and you'll know it when you see it.
Pull it out.
He's pushing it up on his own, ain't he?
Yeah, just let him push up his own. When he gets out, hey, when he pushes it all the way to your top, you have to pull it. Why does it keep going up?
All we're doing is moving the pine straw up and down in order to aggravate the worm, and then we're going to give it a nice quick pull the moment we see the pine straw moving from the worm. There he is. See him? Right there. That's him. What do you think, dude?
It's cool. We have to leave him alone. So awesome.
And the only way this is even possible is this type of worm actually has pinchers on its mouth, and it will literally try to bite the pine straw in order to push it back out of the hole. And that's when you notice that the pine straw is actually moving, and it's finally time to yank him out of his home.
Ah! Now that is creepy and wonderful from this side of the world. Seeing a father teach his son how to fetch worms or catch worms. Ha! Worms! You see now here people are taught by their fathers to kill lions and to go hunting. But much love to all parents out there. You're all wonderful and God bless you if you are a parent and bless your family. And if you also are a child, God bless you. You are loved, not just a child. You know you're someone's child, even the father's child. Much love to you. Let's keep watching. But that was somehow creepy.
This is gonna blow your mind.
Okay.
Watch this.
Take the bottom off.
That's the blender.
It'll screw right on top of the jar. Oh, the mason jar?
All the wasted dishes. Watch this.
You're kidding me.
But does it actually work for a smoothie?
We're about to find out.
All this time, all these dirty dishes.
You mean to tell me that we could just put the glass on there?
We're about to find out right now, okay? This
Twist
is
it
a
on.
standard. Oh, the blades fit in.
Twist it.
I mean, snug as a bug, baby. Alicia, you got the dang moonshine mason jar. Where'd you even find this at? West Virginia?
Okay. Banana?
Banana.
Coconut.
Smell it. We're making pina colada.
Could do it right on the counter because we're not wasting any dishes today.
And a little bit of coconut water.
Ready?
Yeah. Yo. Less dishes.
No mess smoothie.
Less dishes, great wishes, baby.
Oh, if I had a blender, I would try that. Ha! What is happening here? What's up with this guy? Why is he standing there like that? Maybe he wants to demonstrate something. Let's see what he wants to demonstrate for us. Is it ghosts or something like that? Or maybe this guy is a magician. He wants to disappear. What is he demonstrating? Why is he just standing in a stagnant position? What? Oh, wait a minute. What cost? What? Is it cold? Just freeze the water that was in. Oh, I cannot believe this. How? English people, do I come from? Is that possible?
All right, everybody. So I am going to give you some personal information that's going to change your life. This is coming from almost 18 years of experience channeling light, clearing demons, entities, darkness, dead people from houses, from people, bringing in energetic clearing and healing, removing blocks, cords, attachments, blame, shame, guilt, trauma, all that stuff that people have. Bring in healing energy. How do I, full time now, right? How do I do that and thrive energetically? How do I do that and be able to stay centered and not lose my shit or have these things come at me? How do I protect myself? Okay, I'm going to give you the answer, but I want it to be for people that want to hear this shit, that actually want to stick around. If you want to scroll up now, fuck off. You're not meant to be here. So you have to have a really powerful masculine energy to clear those energies, and you also have to know that you're centered with fucking higher self. The twin flame energy within you, that's the real twin flame, by the way. The twin flame energy within you is that masculine and feminine becoming one by you being able to connect to higher self. So you have to have your shit together there, okay? I'm going to give you the answer. One haunted house I cleared right at the moment that this massive dark entity thing left. It blew out a window. It blew out a window, and I measured it with a tape measure. The biggest piece of the window was 8 feet away from the house. Can you do that? It's in my DNA. I was born to do it. It's just truth. It's just truth. And I have a super powerful connection to universal oneness. If you need any help, you need sessions, let me know. So, phone sessions. So I'm gonna give you the answer. For those of you that stuck around, I use nothing and do nothing for protection. When you go into a haunted house, I don't do them anymore. I mean, I do house purifications, but I learned to work with people now, and then the houses clear themselves up. So I had a crystal in my pocket, right? Because I'm saging myself. I'm doing a chakra meditation. I have my crystals, and I walked into this haunted house, and these crystals literally heated up. And one crystal broke into 4 pieces. I took the 4 pieces out, put it in the person that was with me in their hand, and they had to put it down. It was so hot. Okay, that's when I learned, well, the crystals aren't going to fucking help me. Not in that instance, not in those situations. Okay, so understand this. As soon as you feel, you'll never forget this for the rest of your life. As soon as you feel that you're not safe, as soon as you feel that you need protection, you just lowered your vibration down to the vibration of the energies that you are fearing that will get you. You lower your vibration to the energies of what you're trying to protect yourself fucking from. Let me know in the comments what you just thought of that. When you tap into God, when you tap into universal oneness, and you truly have that connection, which if you don't have that connection, you need healing, you need clearing, you need guidance as well. I do all of that in my one-on-one phone sessions. Anywhere in the world, you need help on your spiritual journey. You got shit coming up, you got traumas coming up, you got addictions coming up, you got blocks, you got emotion issues, mental issues, call me, message me. When you are truly centered in love, you don't need any protection. You are bright as the sun. Do you think Jesus, what did Jesus do? The first thing Jesus did, he cleared the demon from that kid. Do you think he saged himself? Do you think he goes, hold on guys, I'm going to get some crystals, I'll be right back. Hold on guys, I got to visualize myself in golden white light. Which you can do. But the point I'm getting at is no, Jesus did not do that. So when you have that strong I am that I am centeredness, that I am presence, you don't need protection, because nothing is more powerful. Nothing vibrates higher than love.
You know how I figured it out? What's 1 times 1?
1 times 1 is 1.
To multiply means to do what? To make more, right?
Yes.
Increase a number?
Yes.
Multiply?
Yes.
How can 1 times 1 equaling 1 be part of the multiplication table? It fails to satisfy the term multiply. It doesn't multiply. Does it? What's an action times an action?
You got some weed.
No, I'm asking. Honestly, I'm asking. Reason.
What are we doing here?
Reason. I want you to reason.
I don't know.
What's an action times an action? A reaction. Right?
Okay.
Have you ever seen an action times an action without a reaction? Have you? No. Because equanimity is the currency of the universe. There's always an action times an action having a reaction. So how can 1 times 1 equal 1? How can A times B just be A and not B? What happened to consequence?
Terrence, these are late night conversations.
These are this is the beginning of our understanding. It should fit. What kind of calculator you got? What kind of phone you got?
iPhone?
Okay, go to your calculator.
Whatever the new one.
No, go to your calculator. Go to your calculator.
All right. Go to calculator.
Go to your calculator.
Yeah, I got
you. You got iPhone?
What are we doing?
I want both of y'all to do 2 separate things. I want to do the same thing to start with. Turn it to the side.
Okay.
All right, now I want you to both hit the number 2. Did the whole calculator show up?
Hit number what?
Hit the number 2.
Number 2.
Go to the square root. It is the second column from the left, 3rd row. It'll have that square thing.
All right. 1.4.
1.414213563373095.
Holy
now
crap.
I want you two to do 2 separate things now. 2 separate things. I want you to multiply it by 2, hit times 2, equal, don't you do it.
Okay.
And I want you to hit x to the 3rd. X to the 3rd, it's going to be...
Times 3?
No, x to the 3rd.
Oh, X. Oh, okay, I see it.
X to the 3rd.
Yeah, I got you. All right, 1.1.
No, you didn't hit x to the 3rd.
Yes, I did.
If you hit x to the 3rd...
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
So go back again.
Okay, so now...
Here's where you are.
Yeah, I'm
2,
good. 2.
Square root.
Square root.
And hit x to the 3rd.
All right, 2.82.
4271, 2174, 6190. The same value you got
Yeah.
by multiplying it by 2.
Yeah.
And he just cubed it. Divide it by 2 again. Both of y'all.
Divide it by 2.
No, divide by 2. Hit equal. Now, cube it again. Hit x to the 3rd.
Yeah.
You see that loop?
Yeah.
That's saying x cubed is equal to 2x, which is equal to x plus x. That's an unnatural equation. That's a mathematical fallacy. And that's the beginning of your math. That's how I invented tangential flight, because your math, someone programmed that lie in there and lied to you and everyone, and all your fundamentals are off.
That's some pretty mathematical stuff.